My name is Dawn Gillom Carter. Homicide is the leading cause of death in the United States for adolescents and people under 45. So I'd like to present this to you and a tribute to my nephew, Stanley Gillom.
I always knew that I would be sitting here today having this conversation. I knew it.
In the shooting death of Stanley Gillom, officers found the 39-year-old with a gunshot wound on February 19th at a home on Queen Anne Street. Gillom later died from his injuries at the hospital.
I don't know. I try to think of when everything went really bad.
But for someone to take this young man's life the way they did was unnecessary.
Terrence Evans Jr. is facing several charges, including first-degree murder. Officers found Stanley Gillom shot on Queen Anne Street back on February 19th.
You shot him in his back. That wasn't Stanley. Stanley was up front in your face, whether he was happy or whatever it was. Stanley was in your face everywhere. Stanley never hid. Stanley never did any of that.
Getting the news to the one that's incarcerated, the best friend, it was not good.
The day of, the shooting that took place or whatever, I spoke to him. So I was trying to tell him, you don't gotta prove yourself to nobody. You don't gotta be out there. You don't gotta be involved. We don't owe anybody anything but Fabian. Like, you owe Fabian, bro. Like, get away, get away, get away.
And when I got him out that last time, they got him out for that $500,000 bond for the shooting. It escalated his behavior. It was horrible. He was on 10.
So I would explain my interactions with him prior to his incarceration was he was very elusive, right? He would often run.
His motto was, if he was dirty, as he says, riding, he was not going to stop. I'm not getting a trafficking charge. He'll just go in the next day because it was a misdemeanor, fleeing and eluding. So every cop knowed him, they knew him by name. It was so stressful being his parent when he was young.
But it led to a vehicle chase, and Stanley was the driver of the vehicle, and I was the chasing officer. He never knew it was me. At that time, I did not know who he was.
And just merely surviving in a detention facility involves being able to shut off one's emotion, to essentially kill a part of oneself. And then with the signing of some paperwork and the assignment of a probation officer and some referrals, the expectation is that a returning citizen be able to return to a family, return to a community, and function.
My son was misunderstood. Stanley was a very compassionate, sweet person. He loved you, he loved hard.
Man, if you knew Stanley, you know him, he had a heart of gold, he loved you, he didn't get shut off his back. But you just come across that line with him, and that's where everybody had the bad version of him, because who he was, and the name he made for himself.
When he was in the streets, he was in the streets. But he was always respectful. No one could tell you that they ever saw my son, and he was disrespectful to them. It wasn't him.
That was definitely my brother. I definitely ain't the same every day. You get out of work, ain't got nobody to call, ain't got nowhere to go. It's fucked up.
Interactions with Stanley or SG prior to him going to prison was more or less he would often always run or avoid police officers or captivity. After his release, he was different, right? So my interaction with him then, or my understanding of interaction, he would call, if an officer was looking for him, he would contact the police department. He would call the police department and say, hey, this is Stanley Gillom or SG. I heard the officer came to the house, or heard an officer came to wherever looking for me. They can contact me at such and such number.
Sometimes you got to shift from different friends in order to make it. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be them certain ones you be around to keep you kind of held back. I just wish it was just here for me to tell them, like, man, just keep doing good. You know what I'm saying? Just keep striving, keep doing good, and just live.
Because he realized what he had lost when he came home. He was just trying to spend more time with his kids. That was his main thing, just getting his life together for his kids. That's all he wanted. Have about 3 or 4 tow trucks right about now, just towing cars and doing weight. That's what he wanted to do. sit back and be the boss. Send one of us out there, one of his homeboys to go make the tote.
So much, he did so much in them last 2 years of his life that he was living. He was running. I mean, you know, like he knew that maybe the end was coming. And I would say, baby, you're doing too much. You're doing too much, you know. But I said, because you can never make up but lost time. Never.
I love you and let's get out of Burlington. This ain't it. It's not. Not for him, not for them, not for any of us.